we're gonna hang for our weekly hangout. If you've been following the saga from last week,
Well, not exactly a saga. We were just talking about it.
follow the story from last week was Jay. You had it with you last week, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
at
I
the
brought it on the stream just for whatever, the
right.
fuck of it.
And then you had found it pretty cheap on the Craigslist,
Yeah,
Sun Valley Craigslist, and here it is. We're gonna probably play some tunes, do a vid on it.
yeah. I
I
mean,
want
if
to
you,
sample it. That'd be really cool. Just checking in on our audio here, checking in on our stream. I don't know. It's not coming up. Let's see. Let me make sure we're going here. Oh, an error occurred. Yeah, I think somebody's out there. I saw somebody out there. Yeah, it says we're good. So. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna play some live drum machine. Look out for some samples of this guy coming up. I'm gonna definitely sample it either into Digitakt or I don't know. Try something else out. We'll see what happens. Got my chai, Rubos. How do you say it?
Roibus.
Roibos, baby. So it's good.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully this works. Hopefully you're out there. I see that on my computer. It's kind of having an issue here. It says an error occurred. Please try again later. Oh, I was hitting the wrong one. Oh well. Oh yeah, we're good. There we are. Yo yo yo. Oh hey guys, what's up? Oh now everything's coming through.
Would it get stuck?
Yeah, something was
Your YouTube
up
stream
about
was
that.
constipated.
Yeah, it was weird.
Shit.
All right, cool. Everything's sounding good. What's going on? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've
God damn it. Fucking
been
heads.
growing it out, man. It does. This is getting a little burly now that I'm looking at it here. Thanks, twin. What up, Task fan? Hey, Matt, what's going on?
Yo, what up?
Jay was kicking himself for not bringing the cheese puffs tonight.
Yeah.
But I think it's good that we saved them for when we're up at your place, so
Well,
that
they're in the refrigerator at my landlord's house, so they stay fresh. So
yeah, and then so we're not like we're pacing ourselves
yeah,
too.
I can't keep them in my house. It won't be any less. Now I know what they taste like.
Did you have any like
It's like a lion
were
and
you nervous
blood.
about like sneaking over there and having them? No.
Nah, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Like
But
creep into there at night like, oh, I need those. Those are so good, man. Yeah, once we had the taste of them, we're gonna start ordering those by like the pallet.
for real.
Oh man. Yeah, things are going great, man. Things are going good. Things are going good. Fire up the drum machine. All right, let's get this thing cranking.
Damn, you're gonna do it already? And we haven't hardly even broken the ice yet.
Yeah, we'll have to. We gotta make sure. Sometimes, so I have it if my computer's not hooked up. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but if my computer's not hooked up to my my twin Apollo twin thing, like sometimes it won't play audio, which is weird. Like I would think that it would do like audio through it. It's very odd. 259 for the 3/4 pound bags. That's awesome. But yeah, so hopefully it won't we won't have any technical difficulties. But I'm planning to just blast it through the monitors and then onto here. I'm gonna just turn this a little bit. It looks like a little off centered or something. I don't know. It might be a little closer than it normally is. Let me back that up. Beardstagram, what's that? Jason, what's up, man? Jason sent me a track from his next release. It sounds awesome, man. Elsa is his friend is putting out the next release on his label,
Nice.
Painted Blonde, and it sounds fucking sick. I hope that comes out soon. But Jason, I know he's been working hard over there on a bunch of different art stuff. What's going on, dude? Yeah, we're gonna fire this drum machine up right quick. In a little bit. That's our
I
big.
mean, you can go for it now if you want, but
That's awesome, man. I think he's got a fist guiding in there. I don't know what that means. What's your beard's name? Does it have an Instagram Oh, I see what you're saying.
You got a fist hiding in there, I think is what he meant.
Oh. Oh man, this tea is so good. I had the, how do you say it? Robos?
Roibus.
Rooibos, and I had the plain Rooibos one, and now I have the yeah, that's the drum machine,
the
man.
not so plain Roibus one.
Oh, Family. Oh, that's why I don't watch Family Guy, man. I'll have to look that one up on the YouTube. Yeah, I got the Rooibos chai. It's really good. Really good stuff, man. Oh, you need an outlet, Jay, for the machine?
Nope.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's it right there, twin. Jay picked this up last week.
Is it live?
Yeah, I think we'll be good. We're gonna try to fire it up right now. I'm hoping that the Apollo works with it like this.
You got signal?
Nothing.
You got your monitor set selected?
There it is.
I don't know how hard that's hitting you, but
I can turn it down and turn the monitor up. That should be good like that.
well, that's maxed out, so
Okay. Yo, this thing sounds awesome.
you got any more gain for me?
How's that?
There you go. That's about 3/4 up.
Yeah, it's starting to bump now.
You can confuse it too. You can do 2 at once.
This thing sounds great, man. How much are you selling this for?
About 350.
Oh, yeah, okay. So now, does this drum machine have, how's it coming through there, by the way? You guys hear it okay? I'm assuming you should be able to. So can you use individual hits or no? You have to do them.
It's just patterns. But you can do shit like this.
So what is it? What was it? It used to be it would sit on an organ.
Yeah.
So it was meant as more of like an accompanying, kind of like a metronome kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. There we go. That's like a punk rock beat. That one reminds me of like a David Lynch soundtrack. I'll have to get a little lower so you can see me.
Now we're on jazz.
Yo, Enyaface, what's up? Great Shot Pilot, what's going on? Yo, we got some OG Taz fam rolling through. MPF, what's up, buddy? Mike's hanging out. Oh, this is so awesome. David, what's going on, guys? Yeah, we're just busting out the jams right now, man. Yeah, Boston Nova tunes, hell yeah. Yeah, this thing sounds great, right, Jason?
Hard rock.
Oh, the joke is Chuck Norris had a fist in his beard to knock people out. That's awesome. Oh, Alex Ball said you can make sandwiches on top. He's another YouTuber. He did a sick video about Terminator 2 soundtrack. So we have a question about it, Jay. Great Shot Pilot said, Cool Machine, is that one where you can combine the patterns? That's what you're saying, you can confuse it, right?
Yeah, you can fuck it up. I forget what I was doing the other night. I think it was I want to say it was hard rock and blues rock. I don't know what happens if you do 3.
Seems like it'll play like as many as it can try to do at once. So does it have like a does it have like a swing parameter?
Nope. You got tempo, volume, 4 pattern selections, and Auto-Vari, which will automatically switch through the patterns for you if you allow it to.
Cool.
So like if you set Auto-Vari on 1, turn it on, every measure it'll switch patterns. Or like if we go to 2.
Oh, whoops.
What?
Nah, I guess I'm yelling too loud or something. Sorry, the drum machine's louder in here, I guess, than it's coming across.
Pattern actually would be kind of cool, I think, underneath. Like,
can you slow it down from there? Yeah. Somebody's asking to play a Drake song. I know when that hotline bling. That can only mean one thing. That's about the only Drake song I think I can play for you. Yeah. Okay, I think we got some good ideas coming in here.
yeah.
Yeah, David said they're great, but to be honest, you're better off sampling it thoroughly and selling it off, which is the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who the hell needs a 35-pound
Well,
that's
that's
trick
what's
phony?
That's the thing is like what it is that that's what like Moby used to do. You know, he was like a big drum machine guy, and he would just buy up all these drum machines and then sample the sounds and then put them on a shelf.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, you know.
I like that like fucking sandpaper rattle sound.
Yeah. I like
I think you could slow it down enough to sample it.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, that'll be easy to sample each hit. Is that like a cowbell or like a woodblock? I like that, like the high pitched pink.
I like that white noise sound. I don't know what it is, but and we're on Auto-Vari right now, so it's switching through its patterns.
Oh, it'll just go through them all?
Yeah. So this knob sets how many times it switches. So for a 4 count, a 4 count is one measure. So if you set it all the way down half, every 2 beats it'll switch patterns. Every 4 beats, every 8 beats, so on, up to 16.
ABCD, you can like tell it to.
So what it does is Auto-Vari rotates through A, B, C, and D sequentially. And these 2 lights I think are out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. This totally sounds like
There's about 8 patterns or so in this that I found so far that totally could have been like your 4-track rap video.
Yeah. That's what I think I'll do too, is just sample the patterns and then.
Yeah, because you can always time stretch it or. That's hard rock.
That's hard rock. Dude, this thing sounded.
The earlier ones of these were, I think, just by Hammond, but these later ones like this were, this is Roland technology. It's Roland, I believe, licensed by Hammond.
Oh, okay.
So, it's kind of fun.
Jason said send me about 2 minutes of that hard rock. All right. If anybody wants any specific measures, I'm definitely going to do a sample pack of this.
Which hard rock, Jason? This one?
Yeah, which one do you want?
That's A. This is B.
I think I like that one.
That's C, which is weird. It has like an odd fill in it. And this is D.
Oh, so that's what you're saying. There's four different ones per thing.
Per pattern, there are 4 different ones.
Drum yourself, boo. Yeah, Jason said that works.
This is where they got the beat for Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
It reminds me like the B-52s too.
Kinda, yeah. Liverpool, this is supposed to be like some Beatles type shit, but
Beatles? So this is like the Ringo beat?
well, it's called Liverpool, so I don't know what the fuck else ever came out of Liverpool. Fucking ironworks and
Yeah, so I guess we'll sample each pattern, and then it could also try to cut it up and cut out the individual
what
hits.
we do with it. You want to sample the patterns? Go for it.
I'm just trying to think. What do you
Don't
think?
break the machine.
Okay.
I'm gonna remake these cheeks and clean that paint up, and then I'm gonna resell it.
All right. I mean, I think you could sell it as is, bro. You just want to like clean it up.
See how it's like scaling because it got whatever probably sat on its end in a basement.
Yeah.
I just want to scrape that shit off and sand it quick and put a new coat of black paint on it. That's literally all I got to do. The pots are clean enough to work already.
Hey, yo, great shop. What's going on? He says the vintagesynth.com page on this is pretty interesting. Did you check that out?
You know, I'm always intrigued when I find something that's like fucking presumably ancient and makes noise though, so. There it is. Well, that would be the one to sample your kick pattern from.
Yeah. This thing bumps, man. Yeah, it would be really easy to sample this. Matt said, try the red or gray Scotch Brite. It's great for that.
You said a bunch of Scotch Brite, yeah. Yeah, I gotta clean that stuff off. It's just a little scaly, but this thing has like OG cigarette burns in it and shit.
Yeah. You could see him on here.
It's actually the grain on this is a little raised too, but I don't think I'm gonna get into like taking the whole damn thing apart and sanding and refinishing it all. Take some of the mojo out of it.
You know, like somebody might want it in that condition though, no?
No, I don't know. I would think it would be an easier resell for a quantity of money if
I was thinking like some people might want the the patina vibe of it. Patinaed vibe. Press record and have Jay noodling. Yeah, well, we have it recording right now too. Why am I folding this up? They'll have a million samples, yeah.
This is where breakdowns were invented. You know that, right?
Really?
Break it down. Get the fuck up. Right there, those two buttons.
Break it down. Bring that shit back.
Yeah, totally.
I'm amazed at the variation.
That's actually cool. That's cha-cha and hard rock. That's some craft work shit right there.
What is that? It's like Autobahn. She's lost control. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, it definitely sounds like a Joy Division pattern. That's right. He lost control again. Yeah, this thing's dope, man. Holy cow.
That's about Joy Division speed right there.
Can you do the cha-cha and the hard rock together? Yeah, we could run it through the task map. Let's do it.
That's also how grindcore was invented. And trap.
Alright, I'm gonna run through the thing.
Alright, I'll bring the level here down. It's probably gonna get dank as hell when you do that.
Yeah. Let me make sure that wait, this should be on yeah, this should come through. Let me just make sure the volume isn't like
Yeah, cut the level on the task vamp.
yeah. Alright, let's try it.
This is the task vamp activated.
Yep.
You want to set the output level maybe like about halfway or so?
Yeah, I lowered everything a lot.
Okay. Alright, we're running. You should have it. You got the ins and outs straight on it?
Yeah, now I'm trying to run it through here. It's not. That's probably the issue.
Trying to run it through where?
My other, like sometimes the other one doesn't hook up right. Here, hold on. Let me,
Just put it in line.
yeah.
Actually, you got a cable. You can put it in line right here now.
Well, basically, I have the task map always hooked up to like another channel, but for some
Oh.
reason that channel doesn't want to play.
Oh, I got you.
I think because it's on the other. There it is. Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it on the stream though.
You hear the task map? That's
9
nasty.
Inch Nails, man, right there.
Trent Reznor, eat your heart out.
We gotta get a Trent Reznor fucking noise device now. So that's Hard Rock C. Do the test bit.
Did we just start a new band? Trent Shields, that's the name of our new band.
You can't even hear the drum machine over that. What's up, Oda?
Yo, Oda, what's up? And your face in the house. Capra remix, let's hear it. Hell yeah. Yeah, this sounds great, man. I think we're just gonna listen to this for the rest of the stream.
Should just let it play in the background, just turn the monitors down and shit. Oda, I got it from a guy on, actually it wasn't Craigslist, it was Facebook Marketplace. I've seen these things on eBay and shit for like fucking years, and they always go for like
A lot, right?
yeah, like $200-300.
Yo, what's up, Ken?
This guy had one local to me for super cheap, so I scooped up a little cash and went and got it just to check it out. And you know, for the price of admission, I think it's worth it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know that it's gonna stay around very long, because I don't think it's something I would really use given its size, but and right now it's running through a task vamp, so it sounds like 9 Inch Nails. Yeah, I mean, this definitely has held many ashtrays in its life. There's cigarette kinds of shit, but these were sold to sit on top of like console organs in your great grandma's living room or whatever, to be like accompaniment or what, I guess. And for organs that didn't have rhythm machines built in, a lot of them did, but most of them, the old tube ones that had rhythm machines in them, didn't track that well time-wise. This one seems to be pretty steady.
Yeah, it sounds great.
I think that has to do with the fact that this is licensed from Roland, though, the technology in it, you know.
Well, that means this is like, I don't know, obviously early like Roland drum machine sound. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
what year did this thing come out? You know?
I don't.
Um,
I suspect that this thing was like early 70s, but
what if someone says definitely snorted cocaine off? Yeah, I would agree.
could be.
Synth Explorer, I think Great Shot was saying. Let's check that out. Explorer. Oh, okay. Auto-Vari?
Yeah, 64.
Oh yeah, these things go for a lot, man.
Yeah.
Mid-70s. Oh yeah, borrowed heavily from the Roland drum machines of the era. Hammond worked with Ace Electronics to create several rhythm machines meant to work in tandem with their organs, so it is no coincidence the sounds are very similar. Cool. Oh wait, what is that? It says there's even a plexiglass panel on top of the 64 to act as a sheet music stand.
Yeah, that actually was what fit into this groove right here.
Okay.
And the sheet music would have stood here.
Oh,
So
I see.
by the amount of cigarette burns that happened in here and along there, I'm guessing that plexi thing disappeared a long time ago.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool though.
I've seen a few for sale that had that.
So like
Yeah, the Hammond organ Auto-Vari 64. Yep.
pop something in there like that.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
It's covered in DNA, but yeah, I don't know about that.
It's either blood, urine, or semen. God, I hope it's urine.
I kind of hope none of those things.
No, that's an
Is the
office
thing.
quote.
Oh. But you know, it was in a almost kind of a stereotypical like movie quality black barbershop.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, it was like a bunch of old like black dudes hanging out shooting the fucking shit when I walked in, and like they're all into like music and stuff. They had like a jam space set up in the back, and
That's so cool.
you know, I wish I had had more time that day to spend there because I would have liked to have found out what it was that they were actually up to. But, this was some part of whatever they were doing back there at some point. So. I bet you could circuit bend the fuck out of that thing if you really didn't mind destroying it.
Yeah, it says machines sound great through delays, distortion, reverb, compression, or any effect you have laying around, and they're a lot cheaper to find than their more famous siblings. It's crazy, man. This thing's definitely, I mean, just based on like the price of admission for it. The one thing that would be cool is
I just don't want to total the task vamp, but
let me bring the game back.
nah, that's all I did, man. I was just fucking playing with it.
It's cool, man. This is a great pickup, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it would be really cool if it had, obviously, if you could hit the individual hits somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know, how did these work, though? They just have pre-programmed, like, card in there or something?
It's probably got a shit ton of ICs all lined up in there.
And each one makes, like, a different pattern?
Probably. I'm not really sure how it works. I didn't even try to find a schematic for it. I haven't even opened it.
I mean, it'll be easy enough to sample it, like, either into the Digitakt or just into I think I'm just going to go through each one and put them in Logic, and then I can always cut up the notes, and we'll make a pack out of it. Anybody watching this is interested, definitely going to put it up somewhere. I'm sure there's one that you could find online. But I'm blown away at how cool this thing sounds. Like, I feel like some drum machines, I don't know,
Are missing it.
Yeah,
This one actually has like ass to the bass drums, and
yeah,
the hi-hat, even though it's obviously fake as shit, doesn't sound as cheesy as a lot of them.
No, and it sounds like it has a good swing to it too. Like a lot of some drum machines are very stiff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've ever played with one of those built-in rhythm machines in an organ, those always sort of have swing. None of them are like static, stiff.
Oh, okay.
They just don't play that way. Mostly because the
I haven't really messed
technology
around
isn't
with
that
these,
good. You know.
Now on the back here we have a balance control.
So balance control is like a crossover control between the high and the low frequency. I'm not totally sure how it works, but
Weird. It looks like a flathead screw.
well, it's the shaft of a pot. Do you have a screwdriver?
Yeah.
We could experiment with it and see what it does. I haven't even turned it. And then it has audio output to the left of that, and to the right of that is a foot switch, which is a start stop.
So this is obviously a mono.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Is this one too big for that?
I think this will work.
Yeah, I got these two.
You're right. You're right.
That's sick. So it's almost like a what, like a low pass or a high pass?
I suspect that what this really is a mixer between low frequency sounds and high frequency sounds.
Oh yeah, because that's like straight. You can almost hear the kick in there. It's almost like a sweep.
That's like the Ultra Pac-Man right there.
Yeah, I just realized this thing kind of looks like a purse. My man bag. Little tool case. That's really cool. Wow, Oda has a CR78. That's dope. Yeah, that will definitely slow this down, Jeremy. Hit that throbbing gristle style. Sounds like 90s New York City drum and bass, yeah. Lay it with other drum machines and the end result turn into its own groove. That sounds like a good idea.
Only bitch about it is there's no like there's no like metering the tempo.
Yeah, that's what Jeremy's saying too. It'd be really hard to get it to sync, which I agree. I think if I'd probably have to just chop up, try to get like one, like a certain slower tempo, get one bar of each loop, and then just like make it so that it'll speed up and slow down.
Yeah, yeah. Matt, I would say try it. It's pretty unlikely unless you max that basement out into those speakers that you'll hurt them, but if it sounds like it's hurting them, then stop. That would be my advice there. It's better to overfeed a speaker a little bit than it is to underfeed it.
Hell yeah, this thing's sick, man.
Are we tired of this pattern yet?
You tired of the pattern, man? That one's pretty dope. Oh, hey, Macintosh Brown. Track with a rhythm ace before. Is there a tempo knob to slow it down? Yeah. Oh, so is this is like an early variation of the rhythm tone or rhythm ace? Yeah, Hammond worked with Ace Electronics. We're just looking up the Great Shot told us about the vintage synth page on this one. It's pretty interesting for sure. Yeah, it has off tempo patterns, Auto-Vari, measure length, variations, ABCD, and volume. The tone balance is really fucking cool, man. Oh, that's okay. So 7-voice polyphony. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I didn't know that. So Rhythm Ace is from Ace Tone, who later became Roland. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I never knew that.
It's glitchy as fuck.
Yeah, that sounds like a great challenge, David. Write a song with one pattern appear as a foundation. Yeah, I really like that like 9 Inch Nails vibe we got off of it before. That sounded really cool. Or the Joy Division beat, that was really cool. Oh, that one's dope too.
Can't remember which one was the 9 Inch Nails one though. I feel like it was Cha Cha.
It wasn't the Cha Cha Hard Rock, right? Yeah, that sounds like a good call, David. That's what I did recently with the Oink track. I did that. I like filmed the whole thing and then just cut it down. Enya Face. Mike, do you have any more instructional videos? For what in particular? Anything in particular you want to see? I have a couple things coming up. Some things I want to do. I'm going to get back into some 4-track stuff. I've been talking to Jay about doing one with drums. A lot of people had questions about tracking a drum kit with the 424, so that's something I want to do sooner than later. Which one is that? Cha Cha?
This is Cha Cha and Hard Rock C.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
I like that song challenge idea, David.
Yeah, Matt, I think you'll have fun with that that ADAT. Just make sure you get the ADAT master tapes for it. Regular VHS tapes will work, but they'll fucking shed really bad in those machines, supposedly. So
Oh, Ostrich Nipples asks, how old is that thing? 70s, we said?
I think so. I mean, I certainly could stand corrected if anybody knows better than I do. I'm not
I think it
pretending
said.
to be an expert in these things.
I think it said 70s.
It doesn't really tell you down here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I could open it and get the code off of the one pot that it has in it, but I guess it's got a couple, but I'm not really that worried about it. I would say 70s is probably accurate. That was sort of like the final hurrah for the console organs. So, and being that there's no tubes in it and Hammond made it, it had to be late 60s to maybe early 80s tops.
And what did you think? Like the foot switch just turns it on and off?
It's a start stop, yeah. Yeah, that's cool, Matt. You take those SVHS blanks
Hey
and
Finlay, what's up, buddy?
set the machine up and just format them. I always formatted ahead of time with the ADAT tapes. Just put it in a corner someplace. Set it to format with the tape set to locate 0, whatever, beginning of the tape. And yeah, let it format. Yeah, I know they make actual ADAT tape. That's what I was saying. The ADAT master tapes. I forget what the manufacturer is. It comes in like a sort of tannish case, and it has the ADAT logo on it. Those always sound good. I had some cheaper tapes that were SVHS, but ADAT compliant supposedly, and I got tracking errors with a lot of those. So.
Are those tapes pretty easily to come by? I think may have missed you if you mentioned that.
They used to be on eBay readily, so I probably have 24 of them loaded with various things that no one cares about at this point.
Yo, Bo Redding, what's going on? Good day, mate.
The SVHS will work fine. Using a regular VHS tape will work also, but they recommend you use ADAT specific tapes. A lot of guys ran SVHS with no problem though.
Yeah, dude, I really like this beat. Oh, well, thanks for joining us, Bo, even though you're at work. That's true. It would be nice if you chose a really exotic pattern. All right, we'll do that. Challenge accepted. That'll be one of the videos I make this week with this. So I have it for a week then? You need it back in a week?
I don't really need it back in a week, but that seems like a good set of parameters, so.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah.
But I also need to get work on this other thing that we were going to talk about tonight. So Keeley sent the channel a bunch of pedals. Technically, this guy Robbie Harris, he's I guess an engineer at Keeley, saw some of the 4-track videos, contacted me on Instagram, said, "Hey, dude, I think it'd be cool to see. I really like the stuff you're doing on here."
You got another 1/4-inch cable?
Yeah, we could.
Do you want to talk about what they are before we do anything with them?
I haven't even really opened them up or looked
Okay.
at them. We could introduce them. Yeah, I mean,
So, in my hand is the 30 millisecond double tracker.
yeah. Some people
Keeley
are telling me to check that one
Electronics.
out. Basically, like I guess if you want to get kind of like the John Lennon, like double track vocal sound. What is? Oh, that comes with the.
It's a stereo adapter for left-right,
Cool.
I believe.
Yeah, so that one I actually asked Robbie if he had one because a couple of you guys, a couple of people have mentioned to me over the years of doing the channel about this particular pedal. And I think it's going to be really cool for using with the 4-track and also I don't know. People do guitar solos, but basically it's like an automatic double tracker.
Do you have another 9-volt? Or just the
Um,
one? I use my polychorus for double tracking a lot.
Really?
So I'm curious to see what this is like.
I think I do have another 9-volt.
Are these relatively inexpensive to buy, or are they?
I don't know. You could definitely borrow that one.
Yeah, I don't really do borrow. We shall see. We shall see.
Oh, I have more 9-volts.
Yeah, how are they not gonna send you fucking an adapter with it? I'm also curious why there's dimples on the box. It seems weird. It's not a battery in this shit, right?
I feel like there might be.
What, a battery in it? Nah. Nah, there's no battery in there. I don't think. Buy one?
No,
What happened to that other one I loaned you?
a 9-volt?
Yeah. Wasn't there one I loaned you with like something? I don't know what.
Oh, the power supply?
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
Let's find out if it's true bypass or not.
Wait, so if you hook up a cable to that, does it come on?
Nah. It's also not true bypass. We would know. Oh, but you gotta have the distortion. Alright, maybe not. Will that adapter reach over here?
Yeah, it should. Oh yeah, I've snaked around all the way over here. Here.
Yeah, I was gonna do it like in the shot though. It's like hooked around shit.
Alright, I gotta see if I can find a 9-volt then.
Is there not another one laying underneath the desk right there, or is that a light adapter?
No, it's a light adapter.
What's the voltage on that?
Actually. What about this guy? I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I know that's not gonna work.
Nope. Polarity's backwards. Would have worked, but it's opposite. Shit,
Definitely got something in here that'll work.
making them dig through the.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
coffers.
bust these out tonight, but it's alright.
Oh, you weren't?
No, but that's okay.
All right, maybe we'll just do the one then, since it's already out.
Yeah, it's not gonna come apart either.
Damn. Well, maybe we have to save it for the video. On a mission now.
Yeah, I'm on a mission. I used to have a bag of them. I don't know what happened. Oh. No.
Well.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh. Well, shit.
We got him. We gotta open this bad boy up. Alright, sorry about that, guys.
Open it up, why? No, we're just looking for an adapter. I don't know that it... You don't have another adapter?
Oh, it doesn't have a battery snap in there?
I have no idea. I don't have a screwdriver. Can't open it.
Well, I got one right here.
Good, we'll get in the gut shots then, too.
Yeah.
I'm betting since it's a delay in such a small box, there's not a battery clip in it. Delays usually take a lot of juice that way.
Hmm.
But we'll see. I thought you were looking for an adapter.
I don't think I have another one.
Alright.
Oh, it won't run off battery? Okay.
Won't run off battery?
Yeah.
Well, I'm only one screw from the end, so I'm opening
I
it.
might as well open it up. So yeah, Robbie sent these in. Thank you so much, Robbie, if you ever check this out. Likes the stuff that's going on, likes the different Trash or Fantastic videos. I'm going to probably do a couple of videos on these, on that.
Wait, Robbie sent them?
Yeah.
Because Keeley's website is robertkeeley.com.
Well, this is Robbie Harris. He's like a
Harris.
engineer there.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that definitely doesn't have a...
No, what the fuck are these switches for? Switch 1, wet, dry. Up is stock, down is all wet. Switch 2, bank 1, bank 2. Switch 3, which I don't even see. Switch 3 is not loaded. But if it was, up would be true bypass, down would be for tails. Which would mean it doesn't bypass the output when you bypass it. And there's yet another switch that's not loaded but could have been. Seems like the same thing. Trails and true bypass. It's interesting.
That's cool. I don't really know too much about the technology of that one, but like a bunch of people I've had 2 or 3 people at different times over the course of the channel saying I need to check that one out.
Yeah.
And it was just very serendipitous because Robbie hit me up and was like, "Hey man, I want to send you some stuff." I was like, "Okay, that sounds awesome."
Well, there's an 8-pin socketed IC in there. A few components by the lead space. I'm going to guess they're capacitors. And yeah, I don't really know. I can't think of an 8-pin delay IC. Curious. It's got to be surface mount. There's also a slot for some weird 10-pin thing. I don't know what the hell that would have been either. Maybe more
expansion.
Well, it might be expandable. Like maybe they make use this board in another pedal too, and that's why there's switches on here that are labeled but not mounted. So that's interesting. Not much to see in the gut shot though. It's just sort of whatever. Handmade in the USA.
All right, we got the other.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, we're gonna have that over there. Oh wait, so you're gonna need a cable over there, right?
Oh, are you still working on hooking it up?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but that won't be in the shot.
Oh, it's got to go over there?
Well, that's where my other power supply is on here.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could move the camera over there, right?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that would make sense.
I guess. Just put the screws back in it. Doesn't need to be open.
That's cool. I'm really excited to check this one out. Oh, it says the number on there is 424R. That's weird. Is that like... Are these like all...
They're earmarked so they know where they went. I bet they are.
That's funny, dude. Oh no, this one's 0070, 00707. I thought that's so funny. If that's ironic, man. That's like 424 on there.
No. 00274.
Huh. That's so random, man. That's got to be that's hilarious.
Yeah, but this one had a printed serial. Did that one?
Printed, yeah.
This one is handwritten, so.
Huh. Awesome.
That was probably pulled off the line for you specifically.
Wow.
For some reason.
Well, because I kind of asked, like, I thought he was gonna. He said, "Oh, I have a reverb and a fuzz I want to send you." I said, "Oh, sick. Oh, maybe I can bring this
There's a longer cord.
Yeah.
Well, this is the one that. Here, so unplug the one that goes to the task vamp now, and plug that into your. No, plug that into your whatever device there in your hand. Because now you got the keyboard or the.
Oh, okay, cool.
Drum machine going there.
All right.
And then plug the output of that into the task vamp, and then plug the power supply into the pedal also. And we'll see what we get.
We got juice. All right, this is going. So you think the 30 millisecond tracker into the task vamp and the task vamp into the.
Well, bypass the task vamp.
Oh, I thought the whole point was to use the task vamp too.
Well, it kind of is, but. Now the level on your. Eat your fucking heart out, Phil Collins.
So there's 3 modes on here. It says Dimension, Abbey Road, and Slapback.
Well, slapback is the slight echo.
This is Dimension now, I guess to get it bigger. I'm wondering if I can grab this. It's pretty cool. I mean, you could get some.
So that'd be the Hammond Auto-Vari 64 into the Keeley 30 millisecond double tracker, and then into the task vamp preamp for the distortion. Without the distortion, it's kind of like.
Wow, this thing really adds some dimension to it. That's cool too. It has like a mix knob on here.
Yeah.
excited to try this thing on. That's cool, man. Dude, that thing's pretty cool. I've never like really fucked around with one of those. I think it could be cool, really cool for vocals. See, let's check in with the folks here. You guys are fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It does sound like Phil Collins, doesn't it? Yeah, Bobby. We're fucking around with the Phil Collins. I remember, don't worry, I remember, I was there and I saw what you did, I saw it with my own 2 eyes, so wipe off that grin and wipe off your chin, 'cause your life is a pack of lies. I can feel it. We gotta do the Tom solo, man.
That was what that was. That was why I
Oh,
did the
dude,
blast.
that was sick, man. Studio. Whoa, that's weird going into there.
Where's your output volume set on the task amp?
Maybe like 90%, not 85.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited to use this thing more. Oh, look who decided to show up. So somebody, we should make a mock cover album. Yeah, let's do that, dude. That sounds awesome.
Coming in her hair tonight.
The Collinsinator.
What's going on there, Bobby?
Yeah, this thing's dope, man. I think it's I'm excited, man. It's like this is so cool that they sent these. Yeah, so I want to do a challenge where I kind of use these for something. I think that would be cool. I guess this one's sort of like a Big Muff op amp. I think Rotten Apple. I was looking a little bit about it. The reason it's Rotten Apple is I guess because it's Smashing Pumpkins. Like it's that Big Muff era fuzz. Their take on that.
Oh yeah.
And then the hook verb, I guess, is an interesting name. Neo Vintage Spring Reverberator. So I don't know. I guess that's another like DSP kind of one. I'm pumped to check these out. Do some vids on these, man. It's so cool that they. You know, I guess Robbie was checking out. He's looking up some info for his 424. Found the channel through that. Saw some of the Trasher Fantastic stuff. Said, hey, dude, I got a couple pedals I want to send you. Check them out. I was like, all right, it's fucking dope. And I said, hey, you got some people have been telling me about this 30 millisecond one too. So if you got one of those, that doesn't have to be the reverb that you're sending. And he's like, oh no, but I'll see if I can throw that one in. I was like, all right. So that's super gracious, man. Thank you so much. I'm excited to do some vids on them, do some tests with them, do some drum machine stuff.
Curious to see how much it costs.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't look at any of that. The prices on these. I think this one especially would be really cool. The 30 millisecond one with the Tascam, man. Like, because then you can double track. You know, it's a 30 millisecond double tracker. You can then double track like
holy shit,
like vocals, guitars. So I don't know. A couple of you guys mentioned this to me, so I'm glad they sent this over. It's fucking dope.
It's a $200 pedal right there.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
$199 for Musician's Friend.
Thanks, dude. That's awesome.
Couple used ones on Guitar Center for $140. But
pedals make the world go
dope,
round.
man.
Yeah, dude. I was like super gracious, man. So cool. So I guess these will be taking over the channel the next couple of weeks.
So you have to send them back, or?
And I don't think so. He just said he had a couple he wanted me to check out, and you know, I believe Robbie does. I have his. Oh, it's on my phone, but I think he's like a creative director, or he does some of the circuit design. So I'm guessing, you know, in terms of the. Yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. Because now it's like National Audio Company was really the only brand where I was like, hey, I need some tapes, and then so this is really cool that these got sent in, and
yeah, I'm
excited to use them for stuff. I want to try to do like some kind of challenge where I'm using only those, and then do a Trasher Fantastic about them. Do some other videos. I got some other things scripted I want to try to do, so I'm really excited about this though for vocals, man. Like I said, the ability that you could double track stuff.
Do you have the UA bundle, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So you should have a double tracker already in there.
I'll have to look, because some of them, there might be one that you can get, but it's like, you know, I'll have to see if it...
Because when we recorded with Dave one time, we ended up putting a double tracker on my vocal for, I don't remember which song, but it's definitely in there. And that's what it was. It was one of the UA plugins, and it actually tracked it.
I'll have to look, I'll have to see if there's like a plugin for that.
Yeah.
Reamp and double track through the double tracker and have them hard panned.
Jesus, that's a lot of tracks.
Oh, the EHX. Oh, that's cool. Reamp and double. Yeah. Can you use stereo spread instead of double tracking? I don't know. What you said there was like a. Oh, is that because that's probably a stereo out, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh yeah, this is like just a Hosa. Yeah, it looks like you could. That's really cool. So stereo off from there. What do you think? One's the dry and one's the wet.
Probably. The tip
Cool.
is probably the wet.
You're getting a lot of. It's getting to be that sexual innuendo time of the night. Cool. Oh, it has like all the info here. Abbey mode, slapback mode. Yeah, I gotta start checking these out, man. I've just been like, I got these in last week and been really just meaning to get some stuff going on them. It's gonna be sick. Dope.
It kind of becomes the She Wants Revenge beat there too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. David, I tend to use there's a plug-in pack that came with the Focusrite interfaces. I like that compressor a lot, mostly because it was free and it sounds alright. Otherwise, I mostly just use Logic plugins because I'm too chicken shit to install a bootleg Waves bundle.
Wow, yeah, that's like getting totally in that territory. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that sounds cool, right? Like really, I feel like you really get that Joy Division kind of like reverb on there with that, especially on the. Like it just sounds very much like.
Joy Division thing?
Yeah, like the.
It's too bad you sold your Clone Theory.
Yeah.
Because that's the Peter Hook bass
Oh yeah.
tone too.
Yeah, I kind of. I mean, I needed the cash, man. It's like what you said when I asked you about it. You were like, "Oh yeah, I really shouldn't have gotten rid of the Clone Theory." I sold it to the guy that was in oh, what band was it? I forgot.
Yeah, Bobby, I have noticed that. That's why I kind of gave up on like the idea of the lo-fi genre as an entity.
Well, Jason made a good point about it too, like that aspect of it, but also like lo-fi has kind of been co-opted by lo-fi hip-hop stuff. Have you heard any like that kind of stuff?
Yeah, but lo-fi is supposed to be low fidelity. That's what it means.
Right.
Which means at least some part of your signal chain is probably not working correctly, or, you know, it's recorded not in $1 million studio usually. It's a real good bet.
I also have this pedal. Huh. What's some of the stuff that you've been like listening to?
Who?
Bobby. He said, I thought
I
90%
don't really listen to music.
90% of the stuff that claims that this isn't. Not recorded correctly. Oh, hey, buddy.
First thing he did when I sat down, when I got here, was jumped up on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was like nuzzling. I was petting his head and he was nuzzling into my hand and stuff.
Really?
And then he jumped down. I don't know why.
Yeah, he like chills. Like he doesn't. He like. Oh, he might chill a little bit. Now he's like, oh hey. Sometimes he doesn't like the noises, you know. That's without the doubler now. That's really cool. Whoa, what is that one?
That's the sound of a Pinto running with low oil. Kind of reminds me of like UB40 right there.
Dude, yeah, I was listening. That's funny. We did have the. So I got the pig now. I was thinking every time we say Mac DeMarco now gets mentioned. This will be the official Mac DeMarco alarm.
You got to write on it.
Yeah, I got to get the tape on there. Yeah, because we have the other one that you know, and Mac DeMarco, I think, and the other guy seem to get mentioned the most. So, but yeah. So I think that I was listening to. I met this girl when I was driving, and I drove her down actually to Brooklyn, which is funny, and she was moving out of the college, and she was like, "Oh, can I play some music?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And all the stuff that she played, like, there's like a whole genre of stuff that just is, like, just sounds like Mac DeMarco now. Like, there's so many things that co-opted the whole stylistic choices and everything, which makes sense. I mean, he's a great musician. But it's just funny that so much of it, like I remember listening to the stuff she was playing. I was like, this is crazy that all of this just sounds like that now. The funny thing is, Mac D was legitimately a great musician, and the only reason he sounded lo-fi was because he was poor. I mean, you know, he's recording the tape too, which is really cool. And obviously his other album was on cassette. So I mean, he's using, you know, lower fidelity gear, I guess, in terms of today's landscape, right?
If you ain't recording on wire recorders, you're not lo-fi anymore.
Wire recorders. Oh yeah, Jason's still chilling. Yeah, I remember that's what Jason told me. He was like, it was a really good point, because I was thinking about changing the name of the podcast to like the Lo-Fi Life or the Analog Life or something like that. And it's what Turtleneck is saying too. He said, I'm a sucker for those 24-hour lo-fi hip-hop mix, study, chill, smoke things. Hey, that's cool. You know, it's gotten kind of co-opted, you know, like by that genre, which is cool. But it is true though. Like, I feel like when you say lo-fi now, but it's kind of associated with more of the hip-hop Stuff that some of the stuff Jody's been working on. I don't know how to, like, just look up lo-fi hip hop and you'll get kind of like a vibe for it. It's kind of like the drums feel like they're played a little out, or like obviously out. There's always like a rain sample of like rain in the background. It's almost like what you'd picture in like Blade Runner or like an anime or something. Oh, Salad Days was on the 8 track, like the M80. That's really awesome. I wish I could get that thing up, man, or find another one. One of these days. Nice, dude. Wax cylinder lo-fi recording. Lo-fi drums have always been hip-hop. That's a great point. 12-bit samplers isn't lo-fi. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder like maybe going through a list of lo-fi stuff, that's more of the older style of stuff would make sense, and make a list of albums and then kind of see. Because I think that's a really interesting point that you bring up, Bobby, is that it's almost like the term indie now, it's like indie rock used to be like a certain type of genre of like musician, and now like everybody just kind of says like,
well, indie rock was literally independent rock.
Right. But I mean, it also had like a certain kind of flavor to it, I think, like in the 90s, like, I don't know, like certain bands definitely come to mind when you say like 90s indie rock. Like today it's like just some random person who goes to like a bar and plays like folk music. Like, what is your thing? And they're like, oh yeah, we're indie rock. It's like, it's more of like a blanket umbrella term now of like you're saying independent. Because I guess it's just anything. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's just the same thing over time. Like, yeah, that's interesting too. I mean, the internet has kind of destroyed the idea of like a genre. I think there's like so many splintered. You could be into such specific things today in terms of music, right? It's like it's no longer, I mean, which is a good thing because there's like so many people making different types of music, but at the same time it makes for a weird scene, I guess. There's not really a scene, there's like just people who make stuff in their bedroom that sounds like this. There's people that make stuff in their bedroom that sounds like that. There's people that play at bars and house shows and stuff. I guess, I don't know, I guess it just kind of seems like everything is, I don't know. What do you think, like in terms of like scene and stuff? It doesn't really, I feel like there used to be more of a unifying element to certain scenes, and now it's kind of like everything just sounds different and is like a different type of genre, or could be specified as something different. Bring back no-fi. Remember that shit? No-fi? I remember that. I'm into Jay messing with the drum machine genre. Oh, okay. That's Jay Dilla. He would finger drum an entire track live in one go without editing. Yeah, I don't really know how that genre started up. The lo-fi hip hop genre. Because I feel like just hip hop in itself, I think that's what Bobby was saying, kind of had a lo-fi element to it. Like if you listen, listen to like older hip hop records, it's like, I guess just because of the nature of them with the samples and being sampled. I think Jason said I think I'm post lo-fi. Yeah, I like that, post lo-fi. Oh yeah, I've heard of Jay Dilla. I should really dig deep into the catalog a little bit. Comtrues, I've heard of that band. It's a cool band name. This has been fun, Jay, messing with this drum machine.
Yeah.
You want to take us out on one last number?
Are we done?
8:59. I was
Holy
just looking.
shit.
I just suddenly got very tired. I looked at the clock and I was like, oh man, we started. I mean, we started a little late, but that's cool.
Sorry, Teenage Riot, that. Yeah, I think lo-fi is definitely an aesthetic, but it's been appropriated as a genre also, and that really is the underlying problem, I think. I mean, lo-fi music is music that sort of sounds shitty, right? I mean, it might be good music, but like the recording quality is usually not great, or the equipment that's used is not great as far as like the source. But I also think the problem with it is that people try to be that. Anytime you try to be something, it becomes like, I don't know, gets watered down every time somebody aspires for that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost more of a state than it is like a.
Well, it just seems like if you're
Like I feel
you
like
have
when
to-
you're trying hard to do anything, if you're trying, you're already lost. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's like either you are that or you are not that.
Exactly. That's the thing, you know. It's
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. But I think all those terms get misused and skewed, and you know,
especially over time they get watered
like-
down and
it's like, you know, like in the 90s we had like alternative rock also, right? Like now, like anything that's not on top 40 pop radio is considered alternative rock, but then like you know, it's a totally different thing.
Mhm.
The alt rock radio stations in the 90s played like basically grunge without calling it that, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Drinky drink time.
yeah.
So
Hideous Eclipse is lo-fi metal, baby. Lo-fi metal with some with Anders picking it live. All right, fam. Thanks
So,
for putting up with the drum machine tonight.
ballad and jazz together is good. On D. Future Mike. Ballad and jazz on D.
Oh yeah, give me the hits right now. What was the hard rock and
I think it was Hard Rock and Cha Cha on D.
like a little fast, fam? Yeah, okay. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna sample these hopefully this week, and I'll get something out.
Hard Rock and
Next
Afro
week?
Latin's pretty sweet too.
What is it?
Hard Rock and Afro Latin
Cool.
on C, D, and A. B's not bad either, so those are decent. I like Cha Cha and something else was working.
Oh, okay. Let me check it out. Is this is this like a song though, David? Because if I gotta put my headphones in, otherwise it'll come up and We had that thing happen with that other track. Remember that, Jay? I'm always like paranoid now. We played that one song on here for a minute and then got some weird like copyright thing.
Oh yeah.
So let me get my headphones.
Yeah, hard rock and cha-cha on B. A, B. C and D are kind of similar. I don't know that it makes much difference.
Yeah, this is really cool, David. I have not seen the history of hip hop, Jeremy. I don't know if Jay, have you watched that?
No.
This isn't the Miles Davis one somebody was talking about though, right? Yeah, that's really cool. That's gonna be my homework for this week is deep dive into some Jay Dilla. Deep dive. Oh, that's Life. Okay, let me check that one out. Oh yeah, this is the next one that came up. That's funny. Yeah, so this is just like him playing this on an MPC, right? Like along to it? Oh, the Craigslist 2x10. Good luck with that, Turtleneck. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we're going to be closing up shop here in a minute. Nice, dude. Straight on the MPC. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get into this. This is cool. So, you, what was the main reason that you were bringing up this? Because like the lo-fi hip hop stuff. Because I could definitely hear that this is the inspiration for that. Or a lot of that stuff is you know, influenced or yeah, okay, I could definitely hear. Okay, yeah, this is dope, man. What's going on out here? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I guess Digitakt is a standalone sampler, right? I mean, not in the same. I guess it's similar. I've never used an MPC, so I don't know. Yeah, I've really been liking the when I did the video recently with Oink here, Oink track. Like, I kind of just did that for fun, and I also just want to do something weird, and also just how it can manipulate sounds is really cool. But it was really refreshing to not work on the computer, you know, which is, I mean, something I don't really try not to do as much, but I'm always doing something on it with video editing and editing some of the stuff, and that's what I really like about Digitakt, is that it's a really good standalone unit, and it's a great sampler, a great drum machine, and it's out of the box. Like, you could have that kind of as your brain of your setup, and you know, have a bunch of things connected to it. Yeah, I agree, man. There's something about the tactile nature of actually using instruments and playing things, and the screen, like getting that stuff through the screen, it just isn't the same. Jason, random question. How much silence do you allow between songs on albums? I think the standard for CDs used to be like 2 seconds, I want to say.
Yeah.
Jay confirms.
When I print CDs, though, I select 0.
0? Yeah, some guys are saying 3 to 5 seconds. If they're playing with external gear, I don't like the sequencing aspect out of the box. DAWs are great for that. I think that's why I like the Digitakt, because you can kind of set it up in a way that it's more. I guess it's more of an instrument, though. And, you know, I've never really used a DAW to sequence stuff. Sampler seems weird, but it's so much easier to sequence and edit in the DAW. I see. Cool. Yeah, I know, because I know that people use this like Ableton Live, you know. That double tracker's fucking sick, man. You can really get some interesting vibes out of that.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to mess with that some more. I'm really excited to get all these pedals, start checking them out in some fashion. But yeah, very cool. So thanks to Jay for bringing the drum machine. I'm gonna sample this thing.
Basically wasted the whole stream on that.
I know, it was pretty sick.
I didn't realize we could make that much.
I didn't realize. It's super entertaining, man. I mean,
yeah,
it's a very cool piece, dude. And I think the sounds on it are just. I think the testament. The fact that we were able to fuck around with it for like almost 2 hours, I think it's just a testament to our insanity, but also just the sounds. Like, it sounds great. The sounds on it, just for like a drum machine. There's a lot of variation. I mean, it is after all the Auto-Vari 64. So
Yeah, it's
And
interesting.
it was cool putting it through the pedals and things, and it does sound great through the task vamp. I've yet to find, I mean, not to like, what is it, blow your own horn,
Toot your own horn.
toot your own horn. I've yet to find something that sounds bad through the task vamp.
Yeah, I mean, most people seem to like it, so
Yeah,
I think it's pretty
I
good.
haven't heard any complaints. So no news is good. Everybody's quiet. I assume that means they're happy. We got through a final five. Let's check those out. But yeah, I'm just gonna sample this puppy. We'll put up a sample pack, free download, and yeah, that's gonna be sick, man. Thanks for rescuing this thing, or thanks for bringing it over. I guess you didn't rescue it. I mean, they just weren't using it over there.
That's what it seemed like. I mean, I hope he wouldn't have sold something that he needed. I know that the barber game is like a fairly consistent and strong moneymaker, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
think that
I mean, people's hair always grows, right?
it does. True.
I mean, I feel like something like this, I could see it.
All right, later on, Jason.
Yeah, dude. Later on, man. Good luck with the mastering. Good luck with Elsa's recording. I'm excited for it to come out.
Nah.
Thanks, Dave. One last zing.
I
Thanks,
actually
Dave.
am due for a haircut, but
Oh, it's funny. I thought that you had gotten one. Like you seem different today. I don't know. Like your hair. Did you trim the burns or anything?
no, I never.
Did you
showed
shave
it.
like your face or
Nope.
anything?
I mean, I shaved last night, but
Weird.
my hair, the shit on top is getting fucking long. It's also compressed by this hat, but
Compressed that.
I'm wearing a different hat than
What
you're used to
compressor
seeing
are you
me.
using? Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a
I know
different
something
hat.
was different.
This hat is much shorter.
That would be funny. Film yourselves going to the barber and make a video out of it. Maybe we can go to the barber shop where you got this from and go in and be like, "Hey guys, this drum machine's sick." And like jam out with them and get our
Oh,
haircut.
shit.
That would be a funny video.
What was that guy's name?
Because he was somewhere in Kingston, right?
Fuck yeah. It's right on Broadway.
We'll meet up there maybe next stream.
Shit.
We'll have to see if we can film in there. Man, I would definitely recommend getting a Digitakt at some point if you can. You could probably find a used one. They're fucking dope. They're really cool, man. I really love mine, which is interesting for me because I don't really like to get a lot of stuff. And,
Lee, that was his name.
Hmm.
At Master Cuts Barbershop on
Shit.
Broadway in Kingston.
That might be our next
He's a chill
next
dude.
live stream.
Chill dude.
Let's do it up.
Yeah. I don't know how that jam would go, but guess you could try it.
He was like a bass player, right?
I think so, yeah.
You never know, man. Talk about new genres, right? Bossa Nova pattern? All right, deal. Is there a Bossa Nova pattern on
Yeah,
here?
there's a bossa nova.
All right, that's going to be the one I use. Does that sound good, David? Or Beguine salsa?
Yeah, there's Beguine too. They call that a rumba, but
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will make a song out of one of those. This is gonna be crazy. I got a lot of videos to make. I went from like kind of not out of ideas, but just the lull period that I've been going through a little bit, and then now I have like so many things I got to do. It's gonna be cool. I got to get started. Starting's the hardest part. All right, that sounds good, David. I'll definitely hit you up. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Reggaeton song? Yeah, let's do it.
have you ever listened to reggaeton?
That's like the dance hall stuff, right?
Yeah, sort of. Modern reggaeton is a tough listen. I worked with a bunch of Spanish dudes for a long time that really like that stuff. And
That's like doom, da doom, da doom, da doom, da doom.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's very like
Jay
very
playing
far
Maracas.
outside my comfort zone personally. But
Well, that was that's the whole idea of the fall song challenge, man. Do something different. This thing is cool, man. I'm excited to fuck around with these a lot more. This is gonna be sick. All right, Jay.
yeah, time to pack it up.
We'll definitely mic some stuff through the task vamp. Yeah, that lot of stuff coming up soon. Keep an eye out for the sample pack. These Keeley pedals are going to be showing up in a lot of videos. It's coming up soon. Gonna do some vids on them. Do Trash or Fantastic. Some other ones I want to challenge myself, make a song with these or something. Really excited with all these, man, just to see what they can do. And because maybe he felt bad because he saw the Trash or Fantastic videos where I was using all these crappy fuzz pedals. So he's like, you know what? I'll send him this one.
He's probably trying to get you to use those on Trash or Fantastic.
Right.
Yeah. So that's cool. If you
I
give
mean,
it high
Trash or
enough
Fantastic
marks, you might get more.
sort of like satirical, but
It's still a pedal review.
yeah.
In depth.
Yeah.
So maybe it doesn't quite come across that way as he's concerned.
Well, I feel like these are going to be, as compared to the other stuff, these are going to be like really
Oh yeah.
good.
Heads and tails above.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
would
mean.
think.
It's like,
I will say that double track thing,
yeah.
the reverb knob, that's a one-trick pony.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
It kind of doesn't it just either adds a reverb or it doesn't. It's not like you can change the ambience per preset.
Well, that's what I was curious about too, because it's like, it almost seems very similar to the level knob. It's almost like another level knob.
Well, no. The level knob is the mix on the double track effect. But if the reverb's cranked wide open, level becomes the blend of wet dry, basically. So turn the reverb off.
Yeah.
Now what you have is 100% double track.
Oh, yeah.
I like the time knob on that, but it's very sensitive. You can get some pretty cool fucking syncopations out of it, though. Yeah, I think overall it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on the reverb, but the double track effect itself is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's, yeah.
I feel like the reverb was like, hey, we need a fourth knob, and in this chipset we can make it do this also.
These are all like 4 knobs, right? Or is this one? Oh, this one's 3 knobs.
Yeah.
So this it's similar to the hook. Well, yeah.
But, I think it's neat. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'd be
Like I
curious
said-
to see what this hook reverb's like.
Yeah, it says, I mean, the name alone is interesting. What is it? Neo Vintage Spring Reverb?
Vintage spring reverberator, yeah.
Because that almost sounds like an oxymoron, like new vintage. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what that's all about.
I'm sort of curious how the different things work. Flug, spring, trem, verb. That's almost like the...
Playing a triangle mic and sent through the task.
Jesus. This is the three-way switch is almost like the settings of the Holy Grail. You know, like it was like Flurb, Spring, and Hall, I think, on that or something. But I'd be curious to see how this stacks up. It's a sharp looking pedal. And I know the Keeley shit's a lot better than a lot of like the fucking usual name brand stuff on the market. So
yeah.
can't be all bad, man.
You know, it's kind of, honestly, I haven't really checked out. I don't think I've ever owned a Keeley pedal, to be honest. Like the big one I know a lot of people used to have was the compressor.
Yeah, the compressor was really big for a long time.
And I know that's like kind of pretty much the one that started out the.
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like a Dynacomp or one of those was the one.
Yeah, I think it's a modified
I'll
version.
have to cover
of
that
or
in Trash or
something.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, when are we going to see some vids on your channel, Jay? David wants to know.
I don't know when a fucking copy of Final Cut Pro 7 fucking falls out of the sky and lands in my iMac. I'm working on securing a copy of that right now, actually. The one I was watching, I slept on for too long and lost, so I've been staking out lower priced options. And,
Oh, David said you could use DaVinci Dissolve. Is that?
I don't know.
That's like a free one.
I'm gonna just get Final Cut.
Oh, DaVinci Resolve.
I'm just gonna get Final Cut because I sort of understand how it works already. This fucking one's got a battery in it. Either that or PC board's loose.
No, that would make sense because that's like just like
I hope
a
it's
straight
got
up
one in
fuzz.
it, yeah.
You want the screwdrivers right there?
We got another patch cable.
Yeah, we can throw it up real quick.
10,000 cables. Gonna be so much shit to clean up in here.
Oh, that's all good. No? Does sound like something's shaking.
What's up with that?
Maybe it's a battery clip.
Nah, it's got weight to it, whatever's rattling. Yeah, the Final Cut thing is sort of the one hurdle that's left with all that shit. And, I mean, the stuff I have on the back burner to cut into a video anyway may not really be of much interest to a lot of the individuals involved.
Well, that's what I was saying too. I think it would be cool if I was asking Jay if I could come work on some stuff over at the studio sometimes. Maybe we could work on, like, if you have video ideas too, we could kind of like shoot stuff together or
Yeah, I mean,
try to edit it out or bang it out. If you got ideas, man, like that would be sick. I think it would be cool to get some, because I feel like you have a very unique perspective on a lot of this stuff. And it would be cool to see some vids on Jay's channel. Does that work or no?
it's dead.
Oh. Here you go.
Also had a fucking metal flake stuck to it. Which ended up in my fucking mouth. Which is not great. I'm gonna sue you, Robert Keeley.
Should we shut down the task vent?
Sure.
Whoa, that's like a completely different flavor now. Yeah, I think that would be cool too, David. That's what I was thinking, like, do some more stuff like that. Yeah, later, Bobby. Later. It says later, Jay.
Later on, Bobby.
That sounds cool too, man.
The middle position seems to be like kind of low pass.
I like the flavor of that thing a lot, just from what it sounds like on the drum machine.
That's almost like a comb filter, like a lo-fi EQ, and then you sort of get a low pass there.
Yo, this thing
And
is
I
really
think this
cool
is like
too.
high pass. That's definitely high pass. This has the best bass, so it's got to be low pass and something.
That sounds really cool. That's a lounge type music beat. Yeah, I was looking. I think this one's, like I said, it's supposed to be. It's like a take on the. I guess Big Muff V4 or V5. But it's like very reimagined, or like has more features or more sounds.
I'm guessing that the right hand switch direction would be like the.
So wait, what does it have on there?
Well, it's a tone.
It has this. There's a switch too, as addition to the
Call
knobs.
it EQ taper. So the left one is very thin and kind of comb filtered. The middle one is the one I think is sort of a low pass. And I think the right hand one is sort of high passed.
No, that was cool. Jay, have you given any thought to a channel name? The Wizard or Operation Audio, maybe?
No, not really. I wouldn't go with the Wizard. I don't like that kind of shit. To me, that seems kind of like haughty or something. There are a lot of people out in the world doing what I do that are a lot better at it and a lot smarter than I am. So.
Well, I mean, I guess I think me calling you that isn't necessarily like that, because I think to me
Yeah,
you're
but
a
if
wizard,
I-
man. Like, I don't know, like,
But if I created a channel called
80%
that,
of the shit that you do, I'm like, how does he fucking do it?
but if I created a channel called that and I called it that, then it's like,
Oh yeah, right.
Look at this
right.
asshole.
Yeah, I'm the wizard. Right.
you know,
I mean, that's yeah. I think in the context of 44 recording, it's like,
yeah, it's
because
fine.
I can't, like, half the shit that we talk about and do, and like, I don't know anything about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, to me, you are a veritable wizard.
Well, yeah, I could appreciate that, but like I said, I think
Yeah, I see what you mean
there's
though.
a
Because
distinct
if you
difference
then,
between
yeah,
you calling me that and me calling me that.
right, and then
Yeah.
that wouldn't really come across.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like channel wise. I haven't really thought
You could
at
just
all
go
about the
Hemisphere
branding.
Studio, man, and make it a channel about like stuff you do at the studio.
Yeah, I mean,
Recapped Gandalf. That thing is fat, man. It completely like changes the sound of it. All right, dude, we're rolling up on 9:40 here. 9:35.
oh Jesus Christ! All right. Good night, everybody.
I feel like my neighbors are gonna fucking kill me. They probably don't care.
Probably can't even hear it.
Yeah.
It's so I can barely hear it over here.
Oh, okay. I guess it seems loud over here. All right, guys. Yo, thanks for the channel idea names, David. We're gonna get Jay that copy of FCP and see what he can do. He's got to think more about his channel, but I think it'd be cool, man, if we get together like, you know, once a week or something, work on some videos together. I'll work on some I'm doing, help you do some of the ones you're doing.
Yeah.
We could have like a little YouTube studio / like brainstorm day or something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I sort of have
Video creator studio.
a few very small and sort of scattered ideas for things, and you know, whatever. It's more just so I can put information out there that I find people quoting incorrectly very often. So
Right. We'd love to see them come to life. Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited to see what comes out of that.
So yeah, I don't know, man. We'll figure it out, but I gotta get that final cut first so I can actually edit my videos without having to force Mike to do it. So
I can hook you up, bro.
yeah, I'll just get that final
We
cut.
could probably just edit them all in like a day or something, you know?
I mean,
It probably wouldn't take that long.
most of the footage I shot like just has to be whatever, pulled in together and crossfaded and shit, and like sped or slowed. It's really not any major thing. But anyway, so do something you want to do each and every day and night and weekend and afternoon, and
Thanks for hanging out with us with this drum machine. It was fun.
be nice to people. And can email him at 424recording@gmail or me at operationaudio@gmail if you want to. And hopefully you all enjoyed the playthrough on this drum machine. We won't do this again next week, so we'll actually be like
I was almost thinking we need to keep this. Has to be like a new facet of the channel.
I feel like I missed like 65% of what was said in the chat today.
Yeah.
Because I was preoccupied with this fucking weird ass thing. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and you get a new fascination with weird old shit like this.
Yeah, keep an eye out for
If you
the
didn't already have one. And yeah, Mike's gonna make you a sample pack, so
Let's do it.
all the better. And then you don't have to pop cake for one of those. But eventually this one will be for sale, so
Yeah.
be thinking if you need one. And